right, I'm Kyle's mentor. I taught him everything he knows.
Despite all of Brandon's successes, he works with his friends, he's got no ego, he does what he does because he really loves it, and there's no one better out there.
This is the most I've ever felt like an artist. This is my gold record moment.
I'd also like to shout out all the students, artists, and fellow inductees that have worked so incredibly hard to give their creative gifts to the world, making the world so much better in the process.
The feeling you get when you create something, either all alone or with other people, that feeling that is indescribable. That feeling that we want to recreate over and over again.
To other students that may be listening or worried that they're not doing enough, is this crazy? Should I be doing this? Do it, because if it's your passion, it's gonna always lead you back.
Anything is possible, and never let go of what drives you to become a better creator.
In the beginning of your career, it's really about saying yes to every job that comes your way, because you never know what's going to lead to the next thing.
To all the future students and the current students, keep working. You can do it.
Well, good morning. Good morning. So please join me in welcoming the graduating class of January 2024. Lots of graduates today. I was getting a little tired of clapping, but it's still exciting. Whew! Out of breath. That's awesome. Awesome. Well, everyone, family and friends, welcome to beautiful sunny Los Angeles. Enjoy that sunshine today because it's going to rain tomorrow and Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So be careful on the roads. Los Angeles drivers can't drive in general, but if there's even a little bit of rain, it's even worse. So I'm Kyle Woody. I'm Vice President of Education, and I'll be leading you through this 5-hour ceremony. The first 2.5 hours are a little slow. We'll take a little breather, and then the last 2.5 go by really quickly, okay? I'm kidding you. But I know speaking with the graduates over the past hour, a lot of you are kind of eager, anxious, nervous, excited. I mean, all those kind of words to describe the emotions. But I say before we kind of move forward, why don't we take a couple steps back? How's that sound? You want to do that? Okay. Why don't we start with day one at the Los Angeles Film School? This is why it's 5 hours. Day one at the Los Angeles Film School. Because next week, on Monday, we have orientation. Yeah. So why don't you just kind of pause and think back and reflect, okay? Today is actually going to go by very quickly, the celebrations and everything of that nature. But we really want you to just have this moment. It's about you, okay? But I want you to be selfish and have a moment at some point today or this weekend when you're inside because it's pouring rain outside, is just reflect back on that day one and that orientation, okay? For some of you, it might have actually taken place in this theater, right? For others, you were in Long Island, Oklahoma, Ohio, North Carolina, right? And you were doing your online orientation. But I want you to kind of reflect back, have that really private kind of introspective moment for you, and think about who you were back then. What were your kind of academic goals, your professional ambitions, the why? Why did you select the Los Angeles Film School? And then you can kind of fast forward to the present day. Who are you today? How have you kind of grown and developed, first and foremost, as a human being? Academically, what have you learned in and out of the classroom that is setting you up for the industry? You're following your bliss. You're going out on interviews. You have the support of our career development team, for example. And you're going out there, and you're making it happen. You're following that bliss, your professional kind of passion. Or perhaps it has modified and changed just a little bit since that orientation day. Your pathway changed, but you're still now on that pathway to whatever you define as your kind of individualized, personalized success. It doesn't end. It will not end here today, okay? You have so many more steps in your respective kind of journey. And you're going to go out there, and you're going to find that success. And then just like I always like to, back when I would teach mythology in the classroom, you're on that heroes and sheroes journey. You're going to go out there and find that success, learn more about who you are and your respective kind of professional field and industry. And then we want you to come back to the school, okay? And share that wisdom and that knowledge with our students, serving on alumni panels, guest lecturing in a class, or after you've had quite a few years of experience in your field, why don't you come back and teach for us, right? I'll pay you. I'll pay you to do that, okay? We'll negotiate, okay? Depends on how much of that experience and subject matter expertise you have, but bring you back, okay? And then that way you have that opportunity to share your experiences and your knowledge and your wisdom with those students who are joining us on Monday at orientation, just like you did months and years ago, okay? I'd now like to introduce you to our program director of the film department, Charlie Kangangas, who's going to deliver the keynote address.
Thank you, Dr. Woody. He's a very funny man. Hard act to follow. If there were some dogs and pets up here and children doing some flips, it'd be just as tough to follow as that. As you said, I'm Charles Kinganis. I'm the program director of film. Film oversees the ground film program, as well as the writing for film and television program, and the online digital filmmaking program. Do we have anybody walking from the digital filmmaking program today? A few people. Anybody from the writing for film and television program today? Awesome. And I know we have some from the film program. I'd like to speak to the graduates for a second. My journey to this point started in 2013. But your journey started with a question. And it might have been when you were 4, or in some cases 54. What do you want to be when you grow up? And it might have come from one of your support family members here today. At the time, you might have had an answer of a doctor, a lawyer. My daughter says a gymnast. I love that. A fireman, a policeman, a politician. And then there was, what can I do? Or what do I need to do to make a living? To take care of myself, to take care of my family. Or in some cases, to serve our country. And thank you for your service. Do we have military graduating today? Thank you. Job after job, you put food on the table, you paid your rent. But it wasn't what you really wanted to do in life. Buckminster Fuller once said, the moment you choose to do what you really want to do in life, it's a different kind of life. I'm going to talk in screenwriting terms today. There's a term called the inciting incident. It's a term defined as the moment in a story that catapults the lead character onto their journey. Each of you have your own. The moment that the Los Angeles Film School became real in your life. It might have come from a suggestion from a loved one. You might have heard it on TikTok, YouTube, Hulu, billboards around town, or when you exited the Sunset Boulevard exit in Hollywood, the sign that says Los Angeles Film School this way as you drive past Netflix. Each of those folks could be your next employer. The inciting incident, the moment you decided to come to the Los Angeles Film School. You each have your own. I'm going to continue in screenwriting terms. The first act, like Dr. Woody said, your first academic year started right here in this room. Orientation, where you met your program directors, many of them here today. We have Marley Rodriguez, we have Amber Steek, Jessica Young, Nelson Ocampo, and we have faculty member Jay Zabriskie, who later will help hand out the diplomas. You met with these people. They laid out the program for you. They answered your questions. A progressive education that from the first day is rooted in where you're going to be tomorrow. What jobs are out there. That's how we build these programs. Your first academic year, new friends. Some of you right out of high school, some of you on your second college. New software. New collaborators. New stories. Your first academic year. Challenging. Anything new is challenging. Ernesto Mensa stands up here at orientation and talks about you have finally got over the fear of making this first step by walking into this building. And then you stayed. Some for 18 months, some for 3 years. You stayed. Your second academic year. More software, more gear. Maybe some people you met in the first academic year you're not collaborating with anymore. That happens, right? So you have new collaborators. Some of you might have felt very confident about the work you've been doing and tested the job market and went and worked periodically. Like most Act 2s in screenwriting, it's a little bit longer, or it just feels longer sometimes because more needs to be done. And then Act 3, your third academic year. Everybody says to me it just flies by. Like most really good third acts, they should fly by. I can't believe it's over. That's what I hear from students. I can't believe this is it. I can't believe I did it. And you did it. You did it through a lot of challenges, through a lot of progressive complications, through a lot of obstacles. You succeeded. And you won. Winning feels good, doesn't it? Most Hollywood movies have sequels, right? If they're good, if they made some money, they have sequels. Top Gun. That blue movie, what's that thing? That little one, yeah, that Avatar. That when you look at the credits, your name could be there amongst 1,000 people who worked on that. But how proud we would be of you to have your name up there with 1,000 other people that did Avatar 9. I get a couple of things in there, Kyle. It's a couple. Your careers are your sequels. Your careers are your sequels. What does the landscape look like for jobs? Full-time employment, part-time employment, independent contractors. I never knew for the first 10 years of my career what it was like to have a full-time job because I had a lot of small jobs. But each one built my resume. Kyle talked about the rain the next couple days. I know a lot of things you can do when it's raining outside and you're sitting in your apartments, in your homes. You can do more research. You can watch more movies. You can further your own education on your own. Look at job leads, things of that nature. There's always something to do because there's always somebody out there who's doing it. Eckhart Tolle says, if not now, when? Don't wait till tomorrow to make that step. Don't wait till tomorrow to make that phone call because somebody else will be making it that day. And then that job might be filled. But we have given you a progressive education rooted in professionalism. Don't forget your professionalism. What got you here today, that work ethic. Keep at it. Never give up. And always keep creating. Philip Blade, who won an Academy Award for Sound of Metal, is an LA Film School graduate. He stood up here and did a little talk for us, for our students, for our current students, and he talked about every time he starts a new project, he starts with the script. He starts from the very beginning. He doesn't leap into ideas. He starts with the script, and he lets that build his concepts for the movie. Otherwise, I like to say he starts at the bottom of the hill, and then he climbs step by step through each project to bring a unique voice through sound to the project. Will you be our next Academy Award winner? Will you be our next Grammy nominee? Our next Emmy nominee? It's possible. Lucky if prepared, because this industry is not fair. It is far more lucky if you're prepared than fair. And we have prepared you. You have prepared yourself. You're ready for this. PA tomorrow, and in 6 months, executive producer. I've seen it happen. But it's about you. We don't get you jobs. We point you in the right direction, but you get the job. you keep the job, and you get hired again. That's what this business is built on. Your reputation, your work ethic. The only thing we can promise you, like Buckminster Fuller said, by choosing this profession, you will have a different kind of life. We congratulate you today. We're proud of you. We're proud to be a part of your journey that got you here today, and will continue to be a part of your successes of tomorrow. Thank you very much. Congratulations, graduates. Regretfully so, our president, Tammy Elliott, could not physically be with us here today, but she does have a message for our graduates right from her heart. Tammy Elliott.
Hello, graduates. I'm Tammy Elliott, and as the Los Angeles Film School's president, you must know that this is one of my favorite days. I'm so happy to be here with you today, and we are all so very proud of you for successfully completing what you set out to do, and that was and is to pursue your passion. Against all odds, you leaned in, remained focused, adapted, and stayed the course. And here we are, celebrating you alongside of your family and loved ones and in support of you and your dream. Many of you have longed for a time in which you could create something meaningful with purpose, something fun to bring joy into people's lives, or something true to promote a deeper understanding. You now have the tools, you have the language, and you have honed your craft. Now, we talk a lot about the changes in technology, which has altered the way that we create content and consume content, and no one can argue that fact. But there's another way to look at this. Throughout all of the technological advancements, there rings one fundamental truth that has never changed, and that is, even though the tools may change, or the channels may expand or contract, there'll always be a need for music. A need for art, a need for a story, and a story told in many different shapes and forms, through film, through video, on a stage, through animation, inside a business proposal or a pitch, in the words of a script or a song. And now more than ever, our planet is in need of your stories, your creative, and your vision. Now, I've spent the better part of 3 decades in the higher education arena, specifically higher education devoted to the entertainment and media industries, and worked alongside thousands of graduates and industry professionals over the course of those years. I believe that in addition to the one fundamental truth that there will always be a need for creative, I have also come to learn that there are a few fundamental truths in the pursuit of your career, whether it's your first step or your next step. As you move into your tomorrows, know that your path will experience constant external forces of change. A response to change that I would recommend to you is to continue to learn your craft throughout your career. Always be a student. Change with change. Your ability to adapt and to continue to learn will be one of your superpowers that can sustain your career. Secondly, because these industries are driven by passion and creativity, it is also no doubt that competition will be present. A response to competition that I would recommend: show up, be prepared, and work hard. You've already evidenced to us that you can do that because you're here today at your graduation. Continue to do so. Your work ethic can be the difference in whether you receive or do not receive that next call. And finally, in a creative environment, an environment that holds someone's dream, but oftentimes requires a crew to materialize that dream, people gravitate toward others not only looking for a certain skill set, but sometimes just as important, a certain connection. And a connection often begins through mutual respect, authentic dialogue, and a kind spirit. A response that I would recommend to you in creating connections is be kind, take care of each other, collaborate, and share. We are here for you, The partnership and fellowship does not end here. It actually moves into a new chapter with your Los Angeles Film School family, your fellow classmates, and the alumni community at large. And don't forget, your career development representatives are standing by to partner you in your next steps in the pursuit of your career. You are our family, and we are so proud of you. Congratulations. And now, it's time to announce the graduating class.
Okay, you ready? You're nervous. I know you're ready. Okay, all right. So the next step in the journey, we're getting ready to announce the graduates, okay? Family, friends, this is also your moment. You have been there step by step, right, from the very beginning. So please take this opportunity to applaud, recognize the person who's walking across the stage. Take photos, okay? We are not a quiet commencement ceremony, all right? It is your moment as well, all right? Soon-to-be graduates, please rise. Awesome. Is that it? Okay. All right. Graduates in the program, Associate of Science in Audio Production, Marcus Hampton. Charles Lembo. Simone Folasa Massey. Graduates in the program Associate of Science in Film, Maxine Roediger, summa cum laude. Alejandro Sandoval, summa cum laude. Graduates in the program Associate of Science in Music Production, Laura Carnero. Kyle McDermott. Andy Rodriguez. Owen Stensmulin. Nathaniel Tange, summa cum laude. Christopher Ten. Savannah Trujillo. Sarah Valdez. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Animation, Kevin Paul Castaneto, summa cum laude. Wills Growth. Dylan Huynh. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Audio Production, Alexandra Askoff, magna cum laude. Michael Paul Basilio, summa cum laude. Thomas Canizares, summa cum laude. Ethan Jacobson. Charles Lemasters. Alexis Lloyd. Ignacio Portales. Kai Steinis. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Entertainment Business. Dylan Aubrey, cum laude. Anne Michelle, cum laude. Kofa Muse, summa cum laude. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Film Production. Jillian Fudali. James Nanny Jr., summa cum laude. Graduates in the online program, Associate of Science in Audio Production, Jeffrey Berteman, summa cum laude. Simeon Sabal. James Whitfield. Graduates in the online program Associate of Science in Music Production, Tamia Felder. Khalida Messiah. Chavalis Reed, cum laude. Graduates in the online program Bachelor of Science in Animation, Jordan Anderson. Dion Knight. Graduate in the online program Bachelor of Science in Audio Production, Aaron Roybelove. Graduates in the online program Bachelor of Science in Digital Filmmaking, Sam Davis. Melina Whitby. Graduates in the online program Bachelor of Science in Entertainment Business, Myra Estrada. Milo Lugo, cum laude. Graduate in the online program Bachelor of Science in Media Communications, Tiffany Ventileth, summa cum laude. Graduate in the online program Bachelor of Science in Music Production, Peyton Romaine. Graduate in the online program Bachelor of Science in Writing for Film and Television, Brielle Wales, summa cum laude. Graduate in the program Bachelor of Science in Film Production, Mitchell Pascal. Graduate in the program Bachelor of Science in Audio Production, Kirby Wright, cum laude. Graduate in the program Bachelor of Science in Animation, Michelle Marianella Cerrone Puente, summa cum laude. I'm going to let Michelle walk, sit, and then I'm going to ask her to stand here in a second, so patient. Take your time. All right. Graduates, per the tradition of the Los Angeles Film School, I ask you to please rise and face your family, friends, loved ones. Graduates, as your Vice President of Education, it is my honor to bestow upon you all the rights and privileges of a Los Angeles Film School graduate. You may now move the tassel from the right to your left, the side closest to your heart. Congratulations to the graduating class, January 2024. Still photos, lots of photos. All right, graduates, please be seated. All these commandments and everything. So much authority behind the podium. All right, for your next step in the Los Angeles Film School journey, I would like to welcome our outstanding Vice President of Career Development, Angelia Bibbs Sanders, who will welcome you into the alumni and alumnae community.
Good morning, everybody. What an amazing audience you guys are. Give yourselves a hand. That was fantastic. Woo! You know, this day is so exciting for me and for our entire school, but I love seeing the creative energy as you guys walk past us and all of us on the stage. I love the extra effort that you took to maybe decorate your cap. Maybe it was your shoe choice. Maybe you wanted to have that glitter pump that was outstanding, or that sneaker, or that flat, comfortable shoe. Those are all creative choices, and it really shows here. I will say, however, Miss Jillian, the wristbands were a first. And it's a great way to salute your time being here. We all have to wear the wristbands every day, and it was nice to see that. So congratulations, everybody. You've done it. You've reached this important milestone. Please know that your Career Development Department is here, standing at the ready to assist you as you embark on this next exciting chapter. As Miss Elliott, our president, remarked in her presentation, you know, it doesn't end here. Our commitment to you does not end here. It just moves into a new phase with the Los Angeles Film School family and staff and faculty, with your fellow classmates, and with the alumni community at large. Today, I am honored to welcome each of you into the Los Angeles Film School Alumni Association of over 15,000 graduates. Yay. Now, a bit of advice. As you join this professional network, there are 3 things that I want to continue to remind you to always, always do. Lean on each other. Really important, you don't know where your next gig is coming from. Collaborate, collaborate, collaborate. Build a team. Networking, relationships, very, very important. And finally, never, ever stop creating. Really, really important. Every day you wake up, you mind that craft, you continue to hone your skills. Research, network, and professional development, always. When you leave here, it does not stop. So that's my hope for you, and my goal to continue to connect with you, to continue to work with you. You may have noticed today when you arrived, there was a table in the lobby full of career development team members. We are here standing at the ready after this ceremony to meet with you and to make sure that you've met your advisor, to make sure that you know about the Career Connect platform. How many of you are on Career Connect? Perfect. That's important. It's a mobile network that will allow you to communicate with us 24/7. We want to know what you're doing. We want to brag about you. We are your biggest cheerleaders. But most